Hello everyone and welcome to Suga's Kitchen. So today the weather is very cold and it has been raining for the last 5 days. So I'm here with hot steaming coffee, frothy filter coffee, and to go with it I have the Maddur vada. So the Maddur vada is a speciality of Karnataka, and while you travel from Bangalore to Mysore, you will pass Maddur, and you will definitely stop for the vada, which is a speciality of that place. Even when you travel by train, they will you will find people selling this Maddur vada in the train. It's a very popular snack and very suitable for the monsoon and rainy season. And with a hot cup of coffee and the Maddur vada, I'm just going to show you in easy steps how to make the Maddur vada at home. So this is the Maddur vada that is just fried, and it has to have this kind of color to be cooked well. So what we do is, you can either pat the dough on banana leaf, or if you don't have banana leaf, on butter paper. Pat it like this. It will take a time to cook, and I've kept it in a little more than simmer. Don't keep it too high, because when you keep it too high the top will get burnt and the inside won't be cooked. So the ingredients that go into it are, one is rice flour. So if you take one measure of rice flour, you take half a measure of rava or semolina and quarter of maida, the refined flour. So basically, if you take 1 cup of rice flour, you take half a cup of semolina and quarter cup of maida, the refined flour. And to make it crisp, I add butter, but some people will add hot oil to the flour. But I don't do that, I add butter. And the ingredients that spice it up are onions finely cut, chillies finely cut, curry leaves finely cut, little sesame seeds, hing, chilli powder and salt. So here I have basically taken 1 measure of rice flour, half a measure of maida or refined, half a measure of semolina and quarter of maida or refined flour. The maida and the rice flour look the same, but you will know by the packet. Let me just stir this. So first what you do is, you add a little hing and then the salt and the chilli powder. Then add the chillies, the curry leaves, the sesame seeds, and then combine them well. And now I made it simmer because it's cooked. Then you add the onions. The onions will give out water. So after combining with the onions, you have to add a little more water to mix well. Now I'll add some butter. When you add the butter, it comes to crumbling texture like this. So combine it well with your hands. You can add a little more butter. If you're not comfortable adding butter, you can add hot oil. Now it is crumbly. Now what you do is, add very little water, just like sprinkling, so that the dough doesn't get too watery. If it gets too dry later while you're frying, you can always add a little water. But in the beginning, if you add too much water, it won't come to the proper consistency. So why the onions have to be cut fine is because when you fry it, you don't want it like slipping out of the dough into the oil. So this is basically more of rice flour, half of that is semolina and quarter of that is the maida or uh, plain flour. So here the chilli is less, So it's a little, the color is like little less. So after you bring it to this, you just take a little bit, pat it on the banana leaf or the butter paper or plastic paper. I always prefer the banana leaf. You can make it very thin if you want, and then slowly drop it into the oil. So now I've kept it a little more than simmer. So don't make it too simmer, just a little medium flame like you see here, so that it cooks well. The top should be roasted, but semolina takes a little longer to cook. So you have to keep it in medium flame for a little longer time than the usual vadas. But the Maddur vada is very tasty and it's a popular delicacy in Karnataka and all over India. And try out the snack for the monsoon season. Thank you.